Hello everybody, Manithral here, and welcome to another quest guide. So, Unwelcome Quest, Unwelcome Guest, not Quest, doesn't seem to actually, it doesn't seem to actually be a mini quest, it is actually indeed a quest. And to even get this started, you have to have Murder on the Border done, level 10 Slayer, and 50 constructions. Now, the required items are none, and there's going to be some low-level mobs to fight, but the rewards are going to be to get the guardhouse and the other stuff going on. So we're already at our command center talking to Overseer Civ, and that's how you start this quest. So I'm going to accept the quest. So, talking about how the Dark Beast got in, the Assassins got in, and we really need to get this going on, all fixed up. So, apparently Raptor's in the house, and now we got to do, well, we got to get this guardhouse going here. Civ is going to talk, we'll worry about Raptor. And right here it is. Alright, so let's talk to Bill. Alright. Alright. How do I get back in? Oh. There we go. So it's always kind of nice to have this up. So I need to go to the courtyard and talk to Raptor, see what Raptor is doing here. Raptor's over here, right near the guardhouse. Conveniently enough. Yes, this is my fort. Let's talk. Alright. So he's on our side, he wants to fight. Alright, let's get some mild combat gear going on here. Because I know it's not very in-depth from the way it's described, but we're going to need some combat gear. Let's get suited up. Because I don't think construction gear is really going to work for combat. Call it a hunch, but I don't think it's going to work for combat too well. So we're going to go to my handy dandy usual for stuff like this, and that is to go magic. There we go, there's my mage gear. You know what, yeah, let's grab that instead. So I got my magic gear. Oh, forgot my Leviathan ring. Let's get my other stuff. I don't know how much loot is going to be dropped from these things. Probably not a whole lot. But I like to have it just in case. And just in case, always bring a little bit of food. Probably won't need it, but better safe than sorry, right? So we're supposed to meet him above the north gate here. Oh, I can't wait for this. Continue unwelcome guests? Heck yes. Alright, so now we're here. He's going north. I gotta go to the west. I got... Well, there's a total of 9 undead to kill. There's another one. I'm guessing there's probably no drops in this one because of this being the introduction to this. That's my guess there. And you can even see the undead that are left to kill. I was mowing through them. Ah, cat mess looking guys. We only have 2 more to go. I believe I'm on my last one. That will do for now. Alright, and we're being pulled in. So, let's go see what Raptor has to say about the attack, which I find rather interesting. Alright, so it looks like the threat was alleviated. Talking about build a perimeter, the walls are basically useless. So we have to fortify the walls. Alright, let's talk to Bill here. Yep, talk about unwelcome guests. And he's talking about the area down below, but we're going to turn that into a guardhouse. Alright, so that's going to lead into the next part here. So we got to build the fortifications. 5 more to go. Oh yeah, they're all around there, my fort. Tin stone, I'm not really worried about tin stone. Keep it at bay, butterfly. Oh wow, yeah, this is going to be kind of annoying to do. Alright. The only thing I want there is the anima stones. You probably could actually just turn off the auto retaliate and just keep building. Which is what I'm actually going to do now. This way it's not taking quite as long to go through this, because if you're going to fight every single thing that comes to you, it's going to be kind of a pain. So we got 1 more on this side of the wall. And I'm a little bit surprised that this is the way this is going, because I was kind of expecting a little bit more as far as building fortifications around the base. Well, around the fort. Okay. We're built right next to the cemetery? Yeah, and I think that's actually the dungeon too for these things. So, yeah, we're right next to basically their home. I don't know about you, but it seems like we're more like the unwelcome guest, because, wow, we kind of intruded into their home. Well, we are about done here. Then we head back inside and get on to the next part. Alright. Somebody with their Carapace pet. It's actually a cool pet. Alright, so now I have the walls fortified. Let's see what Raptor says about that. I built a fortification. Alright, so I said about checking in with Civ, so let's go check in with Civ now. Alright, Civ. Unwelcome guests. Okay. Alright, so there's a new building plan, perhaps. So, very good. We'll get a guardhouse. And let's see if it's... No, I have to talk to Bill first. Talk about unwelcome guests. Alright, he wanted to have it in there, but... Alright, we have that ready to go. Let's deposit all of our stuff. Ooh. Those will just go there. Alright, we don't need combat gear, so go ahead and drop that all in. Get your construction outfit if you have one. Get your brooch if you have that as well. If you want to get your extra XP, do equip your gear for this. Now, this building is going to take 14 teak and 6 stone walls for the beginning one. Now, I already have this made, so if you want to pause the video and then we can continue on together when you're ready, just go ahead and do that. But this is going to take 50 construction for the base one. So let's get over here and let's get our guardhouse made. Remember, you want to try to stick with this as much as possible. You gotta stick with the glowing outlined one. The color might appear different to you depending on, you know, your vision, but always go for the glowing one, basically. And be ready to click somewhere neutral in between. This way you don't lose your 100%, because you get a lot of XP from construction in this. I don't know if the overall construction in this is better than traditional methods. I'm not sure, but I was getting about 50k XP per building. It takes a lot longer than, let's say, contracts takes, but get a lot of XP at the high levels with this. Because I was doing the level 99 one. As always, the first building, I kinda do it with you guys. Let's just see who's all around here. We had a lot of, well, majority of people have Wolf in their name here for some reason. Oh, by majority, I mean 2 out of everybody. I just found that fascinating. We're about a quarter of the way. That is the only downside, is this does take a little bit of time. but it is worth doing, especially if you can get it all the way up to tier 3, because I mean, the amount of XP you get from it, mwah. And then also you're getting bonus XP because you're working in the fort. Which bonus XP is always nice to have, trust me. Right now I'm currently working on getting all my skills to have the max number of XP I need to get to the max XP. I know I said that wrong. I really do got to get myself like Staff of Armadillo and stuff like that. Correction, the Fractured Staff of Armadillo. Instead of using tier 85 equipment. Oh, there's a spot all the way out here. But we are about halfway now, if you guys are doing along with me. I can't wait to see what all this does. I know eventually this is going to mean yeah, you know, Necromancy's coming soon. Which if Necromancy's coming soon, because that is what this is leading up to, essentially, I think. Well, the tie-in eventually, there's going to be a tie-in for it. And I just know when it finally gets here, I'm very curious to see what it's like. Very hopeful it's going to be really good. I don't know. Because there's like, and I know this might sound like kind of weird, because it's just like, well, if you play a lot of different types of games, Necromancy is kind of different in a lot of areas. You know, I mean, look at RS3 versus, well, OSRS versus other games. Look at so many different games and how they present Necromancy in games. It's very interesting. Alright, we have about a quarter of the way to go yet. Like I said, these things take a while with this, but the overall XP is generally pretty worth it. That sound there usually means it's soon going to change. How long from now, or how long from it, I don't know yet. Yeah, for the tier 1 building of this, getting a lot of XP. But the big chunk of XP is going to be whenever this is done. Because you get a bonus chunk of XP at the very end too. I'm sure you guys remember that from the other sections, but... Alright, so the guardhouse is made. Ooh, and you can climb the ladder. That is a very generic guardhouse. Trophy stands, huh? Ooh. Yeah, this is very generic. So you can get... Okay, this tells you about... The news board will tell you about what it all does. And these are for trophies. Huh. Okay, yeah. So when you get the trophies, you would automatically loot Bone Fragment. Okay, so it is worth to note that you actually want to get these things, the trophies made. Now, of course, we're doing the quest guide, we're not doing the trophy part of it, so... Alright, Overseer Civ. Unwelcome guests. So we have the guardhouse going. Now we need to get the guards, and Civ says she has the guards. Or whatever. Alright. Don't worry, Raptor, I will upgrade it. Raptor, you want to be the leader of our guards? Dark Warrior guards. Why are there Dark Warriors here? You wanted guards? I found guards. Alright, you know. So they're basically bandits, but honestly, they would make pretty good guards. Better than regular guards. I loved how the light flickers off that. Oh my god. Alright, so I gotta meet at the northern gate again. Well, we gotta meet at the northern gate again to meet up with Raptor. So, we gotta change out of our normal gear. And go back into our fighty gear. So we can take down the next stage. And you know what? I'm gonna bring food again just in case. Let's bring some sailfish soup. Alright, so bring some gear along with you. Make sure you have some form of combat. Make sure you don't forget your ammo. Alright, I gotta stop the western attack. Oh, is he getting... Oh, the skeletons are actually stronger than what I'm fighting. Only about 8 more to go. Basically, it's the same rotation as we did last time, just do the loop around. I do hope they allow us to do some stuff to help, like, I don't know, kind of like a mini game, if you will, with the fort. And and taking down like hordes of zombies and stuff. I think that would be really cool. And just that one last little dude. Alright, I took down mine. I'm assuming Raptor took down his. Clear about time. Armored Phantom. So here's where the more interesting part comes in hand now. I got a feeling this is eventually going to tie into our necromancy skill. Oh! Oh, look at that lava effect. Looks like he's going for a Dragonkin artifact. Yeah, it's the Raptor and me. Ooh, so this is going to tie into the Modularettes. I kind of had a feeling, but interesting. Maybe necromancy lies behind that door. Because we're probably going to want to know what he was after inside that room that he couldn't get in. Alright. Let's talk to Raptor now. Can't wait until this is tier 3. So he's staying here because of Zermurgle. And it looks like he has a vendetta against him. Alright, so now we have him as a Slayer Master. So we got all all the tiers unlocked. We have Raptor as a Slayer Master inside the fort. Access to the crypt, and then 2 treasure hunter keys. This brings our quest points up to 373. And now I'm going to fast forward through some parts because I'm going to show you all the different tiers of the fort. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so we have tier 2 of the fort up, and now you can see it actually looks a lot better. You got a little bit of stuff going on over here. You got a lantern on the front and lantern on the side. More definition with some wood supports throughout it. Inside doesn't look too much different here. Let's go up the ladder, see what's up there. There's more on the notice board now. You got a couple bed cots. There's actually... Oh, wow. This actually extends out now more into the wall. As well as you have a map of RS right here as well. We had a couple beds, and then you have some more stuff here. Looks like it's not quite done. But that's why we have tier 3 to go yet, too. Looks like it's coming along kind of nicely. So let's see what we need for tier 3. Tier 2 was 20 teaks, which I didn't quite have that ready. So 20 mahoganies and then 6 stone again. It's usually always 6 stone. I'll see you guys in a little bit again. Alright, we got the final tier of the guardhouse, which now has some vines growing on it. Looks kind of cool on the outside. This side's about kind of the same. But you look upstairs, and there's a little bit of an area here. We can't quite access that ourselves, but still kind of cool to see. And then you come inside, the bookshelf is more complete. There's 3 candles now. Even more papers on the notice board, but it's interactable, so you can kind of see what's going on there. The tables and the barrels are more fleshed out. There's also the armor set showing off right there, which, if you remember correctly, you actually could have got that by now. And then you go upstairs. Upstairs is more decorated. There's now a bunk and a bed and a shield on the wall, and then you got a nice little window there, which is actually a window. As you can see, you can actually look through. But that area is more fleshed out. It looks cool. There's a lantern, the window. You can kind of go out here a little bit. You can actually see up there, there's... That don't quite make sense because there's no way to really get up there. As you can see, there's no ladder actually that goes up. But you can go over here, you can stand above this. The hatch being there is kind of a weird choice. But yeah, you can now do a lot more with your fort. But that'll be it for this quest guide, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the rewards from it. But that'll do it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later, guys.